Hey gamers, today I'll be showing you how to make a good thumbnail. The amount of people who click on your video is largely dependent on the quality of your thumbnail, and I have just cracked the code on how to make a successful and intriguing thumbnail. So you're going to want to go to a website called photopea.com. Once you're at this website, you want to hit File, New. You're going to want it to be 1280 by 720. Background, transparent. Make sure it's transparent. And then create. Don't use any of those templates. So then you're going to want to look up, don't worry about all of these. My brother used my computer. So you're going to want to look up any real background image. So you're going to want to do 1280 by 720. I like to use the grunge, but you can really do whatever you want. So I'm going to use grunge. A good grunge image. Let's do some browsing. I really like the look of this. It really pops. Wait for it to load. Save image as. And then I don't really name it because I can just go here, File, Open in Place, this one, and there you go. So now you have your background, and then you're going to want the main part of it, and I'm going to do mouse clicking PNG. Okay, this is going to have to work. Save image as. Bang. Photopea, you're going to want to File, Open in Place. Thing you just downloaded. Now, you're going to want to double click it. Double click it, like all the way on the side where there's no text. You're going to want to turn on color overlay, and I'm going to make this white just so it looks like, a real actual mouse. Now I'm going to turn on stroke, and I'm going to make my stroke black. That's good. So now I'm going to put this over here. So now you have your logo, and now you're going to want to make your text. So your text is going to be right here. You want to find a good font. I'm just going to randomly pick one that I seem to like. I like Goblin. So you're going to want to buff the size up to around 100 pixels. It's largely dependent on how much you can fit. So I placed that down right there, and I'm going to type how, and then I'm going to hit text again. I'm going to want to place that again. I'm going to type 2. I'm going to move this down a little bit so it looks good with it. Hit text again. Now, which, boy, this isn't working well. So, you have to scale all of them down now. Bang. Gonna want to move this down a little bit, and there we go. So now you're going to want to double click. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. You're going to want to double click on the image. And if you want to add a glow, you can click this outer glow part. And you can just really mess around with it. You can change the color of the glow. I want to make the size like 30 something. Range. Basically, the smaller the range is, the less good it looks. The larger, at this point you just can't see it. So, right, 19 is pretty good for this. Opacity, you're usually going to want to add 100, but sometimes it's going to be different. So I'm going to hit OK, and there you go. So now I'm going to go to this part. I'm going to go to Filter, Blur, and you can really use any blur, but I like to use Gaussian blur because that just makes it look really good. I'm going to bring it down a little bit so you can see it pretty well, like that. Hit OK. And now you want to double click any one of these texts, but not on the text. Like when you click this any of it, you cannot click the text. It'll make you change the name of it. So this, you're going to want to go to stroke and add, the stroke is basically an outline. So you're going to want to add like a blue stroke. A blue outline. Yeah, blue outline look pretty good. So you're going to want to drag this so you can see how it looks. See, that does not look good. You're going to want to change the size to however good it would look. And then you're going to want the color overlay and make it white. Always make it white. Then want to turn on outer glow. And you see how this doesn't look good? You want to like bring that down a lot. I'm going to say 10 is pretty good for this. Maybe bring my range down to 12. It's just, you know, actually bring your range to like 18 and then your size a little higher. There you go. You might want to change this to yellow because it's going to be a lot harder to see. So you hit OK, and then here's a really cool thing. You can right click it, layer style, copy, and then you can right click the next one, layer style, paste, and it automatically makes all of the changes you just made. Layer style, paste, layer style, paste, layer style, paste. So when you're done with all that, you want to go to File, and then Export As, and then I usually just do JPEG. And then you do quality 100. You always want the best quality. And save, and it's done. So there's plenty of other little small things you can do, but this covers just the bare minimum basics to really just make your thumbnail pop. And yeah, I mean, you can like do a red clickbait arrow, but like you can look that up and do all that mumbo jumbo yourself. Yeah, gamers, that was how to make a good thumbnail. Have a good one. Stay frosty.